Hello and greetings. This is ESR 8 TSD1 network-wide event report in QoE-Net project of Horizon 2020 Initial Training Network Marie Skłodowska-Curie program. By the way, it is pronounced as Skłodowska. I can hear you asking where. Tak, mówiłem też po polsku. Between August the 30th and September the 4th, 2015, QoE-Net had its first network-wide event took place in Nice, consisting of 6 researchers and supervisors, co-located with European Signal Processing Conference, EUSIPCO. The ideas behind the network-wide events are for researchers to get to know each other, meet the experts in the area, and cooperate for publications and outcomes. Our event began with welcome drinks in one of the local bars. There we went through the weekly plan once more and then moved to dinner. The next day we were ready for the training week. The venue was Acropolis Convention Center in Nice that had accurate conditions at a central location with a pleasant atmosphere. From there, moving on to the first tutorial of engineering full duplex wireless networks and nodes. A fairly long and complicated presentation was presented with a lot of details in order to transfer comprehensive knowledge to the audiences. In my name, I found answers to my questions and I liked the presentation and to see the mechanism behind the full duplex nodes and networks. After that, it was a turn of my favorite happened to be tutorial of panoptic imaging representation by Fernando Pereira. A very interesting presentation with lots of first-time topics for me. Dr. Pereira went through perspective and depth aspects in coding, visual coding, as well as JPEG Plano activities. Apart from his outstanding ability of presentation, the most important part for me in the presentation was the future perspective and the directions he pointed out. I also had the chance to talk to Dr. Pereira additionally after his second presentation, Life as a Researcher, which I also like very much. I asked him about completing the literature review. He answered me with all his sincerity, but I still feel and will feel incomplete when it comes to the literature review. And I guess this is the right way, as in research, feeling fully competent may not be a good thing. The next training was about Life After PhD by Anna Okanova, a technical program manager at Google. This presentation was very important for me because we had a stunning example to advise us acting forward to get what really we desire and how limitless the possibilities are to reach the aim. I learned about how important it is to get to know and ask questions to the experts in the conferences. Afterwards, Dr. Andrew Perkis made a presentation of immersive media technology experiences. For me, his slides were mind-blowing and interesting to see a variety of art projects and how art and technology come together, and to know how to create new multimedia contents parallel with the advancements in the technology. Next, Professor Ibrahimi explained the good, the bad and the ugly of being a PhD student. He drew the picture of how it will be possible to get a PhD degree. It was particularly interesting that the advisors were supported with examples and we were shown the right way is to be a versatilist over the others. You ask of my conclusion? I think we have to be some kind of a Voltron, but after the merge, to fulfill the requirements. Let's admit it's a tough way, but I enjoy it. Other than that, I humbly thank Dr. Avsar for the presentation techniques and tips, and that was a wrap-up work to keep in mind. Dr. Maria Martini after that presented a very well summarized overview about how to write a scientific paper. I liked the story flow and the presentation style much. This presentation can be a checklist before and after creating a scientific outcome. The last day was celebrated as a Black Friday. The presentation day. The 4-day contribution papers of assigned topics with the assigned groups have been presented. I was reminded that it is one of the hardest things in the world to make presentation about something that you still try to acquire knowledge from. To learn how to learn was the biggest takeaway for me that day and of the week. As being my first and foremost experience in a conference, I must say that it was fantastic to breathe that air, to to join in the keynotes and taking lectures from the best people in the area. When those BTs met, what Nice has to give us, like very nice seafood, nice weather, vitamin D, swimming in late and very early mornings, and new friends. It was, after all, a really very good experience, something to look forward to next time. I must express special thanks to Espresso for keeping me awake after writing till late hours in Nice. I could not be there without you. And to the friends with whom we created the content together. And a very special reminder for myself to gather more material next time. Thank you.